The Black Ops Mind: How Elite Men Kill Distraction and Regain Control. The silent war is inside your head. Most men think that distraction is harmless. It's just a little scrolling, a little noise, a little mental drift. But elite operators know the truth. Distraction is the enemy that kills missions, potential, and destiny. You don't lose your life in one blow. You lose it in micro moments of scattered attention. Every modern man is in a silent war with a weapon pointed at him, and that is the hijacked nervous system. And the ones who win are the ones who learn to command their mind the way Black Ops agents command their focus. So let's go to rule number 2, the spy rule. One sleep can end everything. In the field, a single moment of mental drift can blow an entire operation. Lose the target once and the mission collapses. Lose your awareness and you lose your life. That's why modern intelligence operatives use something the public has never heard of. It's called the sensory collapse, a 30-second neural reset designed to instantly regain total focus. This is not meditation. This is not mindfulness. This is combat psychology for high pressure environments. But what is the sensory collapse technique, or the Black Ops version? When an agent is mentally overloaded, they run the cycle. 1. Silence sight. Focus on a single color in your environment. Name it silently. Let everything else fade. Step number 2. The silence sound. Locate the loudest sound in the room. Label it once. Your brain switches from drowning in noise to observing it. Step 3. Silence the self. Tell yourself, observer engaged. This command shifts your brain from emotional mode to surveillance mode. In 30 seconds, your mind clears like a battlefield after the smoke settles. Working memory load drops. Executive control returns. This is how elite men reset their power. Why this works? The science behind the soldier. Most men drown in thoughts because their brain is processing too many inputs. This makes your attention split. Your emotions spike and your decisions weaken. Cognitive scientists call this sensory flooding, the mind's version of drowning. The sensory collapse technique forces your brain into a different mode. Selective attention, the same state snipers use before they breathe and pull the trigger. By collapsing three senses into one command sequence, you override panic, noise, and impulse. You return to center, you return to control, and you return to dominance. The civilian is always distracted. The operator is never. The average civilian is permanently overstimulated. Notifications, arguments, social media, opinions. Their attention belongs to everyone except themselves. No mission, no discipline, no presence. But the operator, the man who lives intentionally, uses the sensory collapse to reset at any moment. He can use this mid-meeting, mid-conflict, mid-temptation, mid scroll or mid panic. While everyone else reacts, he recalibrates. That's why he leads. That's why he wins. Your inner weapon. When you control your attention, you control your reality. Distraction weakens your identity. Focus rebuilds it. Your mind becomes whatever you give attention to. Chaos, you become chaotic. Drama, you become reactive. Purpose, you become unstoppable. Modern society profits from your distraction. Advertisers, platforms, governments, corporations. Everyone wants a piece of your mind. But when you reclaim your attention, you reclaim your life. This is why Black Ops focus training is the most masculine skill on this planet. Detachment under fire. One of the hidden powers of sensory collapse is emotional detachment. In a heated argument, most men lose themselves. They react, explode, collapse. A trained man does the opposite. He collapses distractions, slows perception, and regains control. He doesn't respond from pain, he responds from precision. You stop being the emotional punch bag of the moment. You become the strategist of this moment. That's the difference between a boy and a man, between chaos and command. The tactical reset for everyday battles. Here's what most people don't understand. You don't need a battlefield to use this skill. You can use the sensory collapse too. Stop overthinking before it spirals. Break addictions, loops mid scroll. Regain composure when someone insults you. Silence anxiety before it hijacks decisions. Switch from weakness to clarity in seconds. You are training the same part of your brain that elite operators sharpen before missions. The modern world is a battlefield, just with different weapons. The dominance of presence. Men think dominance is aggression or loudness. It's not. Dominance is presence. The ability to stay grounded while others lose themselves. When you master your attention, you project a different energy. You are calm under pressure. You are precise in speech. You are unreactive to insults. You are aware of the entire room. You are decisive when others freeze. People feel it instantly. They don't know why, but they sense the difference between a distracted man and a present one. Presence is power. Focus is presence. Sensory collapse builds both. The rise of the controlled mind. You were not meant to be hypnotized by your phone, weakened by constant noise, or lost in endless mental chatter. You were built to perceive clearly, act decisively, lead fearlessly. The Black Ops method is just a tool, but the real weapon is the man using it. So, master your attention, and you become the kind of man the world cannot manipulate, that the world cannot distract, and finally, that the world cannot break. Because once you silence the noise inside, you rise unshakable, undistracted, and unmovable. The world loses control over you, and you gain control over yourself. Distraction is the modern enemy. Focus is the modern superpower. And the man who can reset his mind in 30 seconds owns every battlefield he walks into. Rather, serve the greater good. Real fulfillment begins when your strength uplifts others. Power without purpose is corruption. True strength is not shown in dominance, but in contribution. Modern culture teaches self-obsession. Me first, me only, me always. But the man who lives only for himself dies unfulfilled. When you use your gifts to serve others, even in small ways, your existence expands beyond the ego. You stop asking, "What do I get?" and start asking, "What do I give?" Think of firefighters who run toward danger when everyone else runs away. Think of mentors who teach with no reward by seeing others rise. Think of artists who express truth to heal the collective pain. That's service, and it is sacred. It doesn't require fame or fortune. It requires a willingness to give your best energy where it matters the most. Service is not weakness. It is leadership in its highest form. You can't control the world, but you can live it better than you found it. And that is what separates a man from a shadow.